Hey everyone, welcome to my channel if you're new, or welcome back if you're not. So for today's video I'm going to be starting a series of makeup wish lists where basically I'm going to be going through different categories and telling you what is on my to buy list of makeup products. So basically on my laptop I keep like a pages document or a Word document where I'll open up and I have it broken down into categories, and when I see a product that I want or I hear about a product that I want, I'll write it down that, so I've kind of an ongoing list. But I'll go in phases with how good I am about using it. So not everything is on this list. There are some things that I've forgotten to put on. There are, I'm sure, millions of other products that I would like to put on. But it is still a substantial list, so we're just going to go through it. And today I'm going to be starting out with skincare and primer. And if you have already tried any of these products, please let me know what you think, how you got on. And if you have any other recommendations that I should add to my list, then please let me know. Now, I apologise if I'm looking down a lot. I have my laptop in front of me and where I'm going to be going through my list and also reading information of the product off of websites and stuff. So that is why I'll probably be reading a lot from down here. So let's get started with skincare. The first product that I have on the list is the Ofra Peptide Whitening Mask. And I heard about this from Nikki Tutorials in a favourites video, I believe. She recommended this for acne, for redness or hyperpigmentation, and she also said that it reduced her pore visibility. So that sounded amazing to me. I have larger pores in kind of the centre of my cheeks and on my nose, and I have hyperpigmentation in that I get acne scars. So that's what made me put it on my list. And then looking at the actual information on the website, it is $59 US, so it is a little bit pricey for a mask, and you get 6.8 fluid ounces or 200 mils, and it describes itself as a relaxing, cooling, pigmentation reducing treatment mask. I don't see anything on the website about reducing pore size or pore visibility. That's just what Nikki said she had found with it. But basically it's targeted as pigmentation reducing, which is something that I'm constantly battling with. It talks about having ingredients such as hyaluronic acid, silk peptides, kinetin, lady's mantle, kojic acid, vitamin C and lemon extract. It also says that you can use it on the body, and it recommends to use it twice a week for 10 minutes. Although it doesn't really make sense. On the website it says apply twice a week on a clean face and neck and allow to stand at least 10 minutes, then wash off. May also be used on the body. If necessary, use may be increased to twice a week. So I don't know, did they mean to say apply once a week first and then if necessary increase it twice a week? But they've said twice a week in both instances, so once to twice a week we'll say. And there's 2 5-star reviews underneath it. Obviously this is on the actual Ofra website, so you tend to find the better reviews on their own websites. But the first one says, I suffer from a lot of redness and hyperpigmentation on my face. This mask is amazing at calming down my skin and evening everything out. My skin always looks great the next morning. So yeah, that sounds great to me. The only thing is the price is $59 US, and I would have to ship that over. Lord knows what shipping would be, and then what tax would be on top of that. So that might be one to keep on my list for maybe when I go over to America the next time. We'll see, because I do have some other products for that kind of thing, hyperpigmentation. So the next thing that's on my list is, for me, for that kind of reason, for trying to get rid of hyperpigmentation and acne scarring and stuff, I have a Retinoid from The Ordinary. The Ordinary does a lot of skincare and it has branched out into some makeup. It's quite affordable because they break things down into really simple ingredients, like if you want retinol, if you want vitamin C, things like that. So it breaks them down into really simple products, and then you can pick and choose to make your own kind of regime. So I had Retinoid/retinol originally on my list, and then while I was kind of prepping for this video, I was looking into it a little bit more, and I went on to the Retinol 1% page, or yeah, the page for their product of Retinol 1%. And it said, it is irritating to the skin, and newer technologies exist that mimic the visible effects of retinol without causing skin irritation. For this reason, we generally recommend using our Retinoid 2% or Retinoid 5% instead of this formula. So basically they were steering you away from buying the retinol, which appears to still be in stock. So I like the fact that they're being honest and they're saying this may be quite irritating, so maybe try the Retinoid. But from listening to Stephanie Nicole talk about her use of retinol and stuff, I would imagine if you are used to using those products and you've kind of built up your skin to be used to those, that you can go for those stronger ingredients. But I have never used Retinoid or retinol, so straight away I went and looked at those other products that they recommended, which is the Retinoid 2% or Retinoid 5%. So straight away I'm going to steer towards the lower percentage one. So that is the Granactive Retinoid 2% in Squalane. Squalane? And the basic reason that I'm looking at this kind of product is because it speeds up your skin renewal. So it's kind of making your skin exfoliate itself and get rid of the dead cells and speed up to get to the fresher cells underneath. Because with acne scarring, it's different from like getting sun pigmentation, because that's coming from the outside and it's affecting your top layers. Acne scarring is coming from the inside and it's deeper into the skin. So I have little marks that have been there for what I feel like is years, and maybe they're permanent, I don't know, but I feel like I just constantly want to get deeper just to freshen my skin and get rid of those scars since I have sorted out my actual active acne. But to read a little bit from what the website says about this product, it says that it has been shown to offer better results against multiple signs of aging. It's also a very good anti-aging product than retinol, without any of the irritation and drawbacks common with retinol. So it seems to be better for more sensitive skin or skin that's new to this kind of ingredient. And it appears to be an oil-based product because it gives little check marks against what it's free from. So it's water-free, alcohol-free, silicone-free, nut-free, gluten-free, soy-free, cruelty-free. It's vegan, but there's an X next to oil-free, so it's not oil-free, so I would imagine it's oil-based. And in this product you get 30 mils and it is €9.60. So again, if you have tried retinoids or retinols, let me know how they work on your skin. If you have found anything that works for acne scarring, let me know. So then the next thing on my list is just kind of a general exfoliating peel. I haven't tried any of those actual like skin peels, but I've heard a lot of people rave about them. And again, I think it's one of those things that you have to build up a little bit of a tolerance to, because they can be a little bit more irritating, but you know, it's just an idea again to tackle my acne scars. Okay, so then I have 4 products who I believe were recommended by Melissa Street, who is like a film and TV makeup artist, and she goes by Epic Makeup on YouTube and Periscope and her social media and stuff. And she has done a number of like what's in my kit videos, and I love watching those, and I had kind of started to watch a few of those before prepping for this video, but I think it would have been too much and I would have been adding so much and having to research more, and I would have just gone into a little bit of a black hole into YouTube. But I was trying to find the video where these products were recommended, but I couldn't. So I think it must have been from a Periscope where she did like an updated what's in my kit. So the first of those products is something that's quite common, I think, to a lot of people, and that is the Biore nose strips. I think I tried them once. I have a vague memory of trying them and not being overly impressed with them. I think from myself, I think my problem isn't actual blackheads, it's just that I have larger pores and that's what I'm seeing. So I think I'm always disappointed when I don't get a lot off on the strip. But from her point of view, she's talking about skin prep to use on clients and her actors and things. So I think depending on the job, that might be handy to have in the kit. The next product, again handy for the kit, are Talika eye therapy patches. And she said to apply those for 10 minutes to reduce puffiness of the eyes. So if you have a tired client or a tired actor, it will reduce any puffiness in the eyes. Now, looking at the product online, Beauty Bay does sell it, but it is currently out of stock and it retails for €52.60 for 6 pairs. So it seems to be kind of more of an expensive eye patch, but you know, if it works, then that's probably why. And it's described as a natural anti-wrinkle treatment which soothes the eye contour in just 30 minutes, packaged in a luxurious storage case. So you do get a nice case. It also claims that it is the first at-home cosmetic application of a post-cosmetic surgery technology. The eye therapy patch and box has been clinically tested by the Salpêtrière Hospital in Paris. I don't know how to say that. And is proven to reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles whilst diminishing dark circles and under eye puffiness. And they do recommend to apply them for 30 minutes. I presume Melissa was just saying to apply it for 10 minutes if you have it, because normally you're under a kind of a time crunch. So yeah, I don't know if I'd want to get those actually. If they're kind of expensive and if I'm not using them for the recommended time, but I'll keep it on my list because if I see them on sale or something, and if it's a product that works, that could be handy to have. So then the third product recommended by Melissa Street is the Mehron Touch Up Matte Finishing Anti-Shine Gel. So it's basically what it says in the tin, an anti-shine gel. So you can use it under and over makeup. I think that's something that'd be quite handy on set for touch-ups, that you can blot over makeup with it. It does come in 3 different tints. There is dark, medium and light. Yeah, dark, medium, light tints. And it says that it removes shine instantly. Simply dab a small amount onto areas prone to extra shine either before or after makeup throughout the day. The translucent formula comes in 3 tints to match every skin tone and is small enough to fit in your purse. And it's $8.88. This is going off the Camera Ready Cosmetics site. So it's affordable. And how many mils do you get? You get 15 mils or 0.5 fluid ounces. So small enough, but you know, it's affordable. And because I'm quite oily myself, this is something that is of interest to me for my personal use and also would be good for the kit. It's the number 4 bestseller in primers on the Camera Ready Cosmetics site. It has 15 reviews with 4.5 stars out of 5. So that looks pretty good, and Mehron is normally a good brand for professional makeup. And yeah, especially now that I'm, you know, testing more foundations and primers and stuff, that's something that's definitely, you know, up there with regards to what I want to buy soonish. And then the final product recommended by Melissa Street is the Clarins Instant Smooth. And she said that this temporarily reduces fine lines on younger skin. So I presume just not like deeper wrinkles or lines on older skin. And then going online, I'm going off of the Debenhams site. That's where I would buy this local to me. It's €30 for 15 grams. The first thing it says is a free sample of this product will be included with your order so that you can try it first. So that's handy, I like that. So you can return it then if it didn't work for you. It says, just like magic, this invisible second skin base smooths surface skin and minimizes the appearance of wrinkles, fine lines and dilated pores. So that would also be good for my larger pores. For application, it says, with the fingertips, apply a fine layer to the areas concerned such as wrinkles, fine lines and dilated pores. It can be used alone or before makeup. So that sounds good. Again, for myself and for the kit, I would wonder if it would help in preventing creasing in like smile lines and forehead lines. That's where I get creasing in foundation. So if it could help with my pores and my creasing issues as well as being good for the kit, that could be a really good product. Okay, so the next product was recommended by Jackie Aina, and this was in relation to oil controlling. So she said that this was a product that really changed her skin in terms of how oily it was, and that it keeps her from having to blot all day. So the brand is Guidance to Glow, and the product is a hyaluronic acid serum, and the full name is Copper Complex Peptide Hyaluronic Acid Serum. And basically it is for balancing the moisture in your skin. And on the website it talks about how it maintains skin hydration, it replenishes the moisture content of aging and environmentally damaged skin, restoring a youthful radiance. It doesn't talk about anti-oiliness or helping with oiliness, but I presume the theory behind it being that if you're keeping your skin well moisturized and has enough moisture and water, it's not going to want to overproduce so much oil. So I would imagine that probably depends on your type of skin and why your skin is producing so much oil. If it's to do with you know, having a lack of moisture and it's overproducing oil, or if it's to do with like hormones and stuff. But she absolutely raved about it, and I think her dermatologist or esthetician or something created it. Now it is $70, and how much do you get in this thing? 30 mils or 1 ounce. So the fact that she was absolutely raving about it in terms of how it absolutely changed her skin and the oiliness of her skin, that's what made me put it on my list. But again, in preparation for this and seeing the price of it, it might be another one just to put on the back burner if I have some extra money sometime, if I see it on sale, that kind of thing, or if I see maybe something similar or kind of a dupe. It's one to reference back to. The next product is from Urban Decay. It is the Rehab Makeup Prep. Who did I see using this? Oh, it was the Talika. I only put this on recently. She was saying that she uses this as her moisturizer in conjunction with a primer that I will mention. And that those two combined had really changed her skin and helped with her oiliness throughout the day. So this is the Urban Decay Rehab Makeup Hot Springs Hydrating Face Gel. So again, it's about hydration. So again, going off the Debenhams website, this says, this Hot Springs Hydrating Gel intensely hydrates, balances and energizes your complexion post-cleansing. It's made for prepping the skin for makeup. This benefit-packed ultra lightweight gel leaves the skin looking plump and healthy. So I guess it's like a moisturizer slash primer. You get 55 grams of it and it is €29. So much more affordable than the previous product, and kind of going on those same lines of being hydrating. So when I run out of a moisturiser, I might go for this one next. And then the final product I have under my skincare category is just another general thing. It's Brightening Eye Cream, and in brackets I have DIY question mark, because I used to use a Dermalogica eye cream. I had a sample size of it that lasted me a good while. Let me pull it up and see. Dermalogica Brightening Eye Cream. I think it was the Total Eye Care SPF 15, and I really liked that sample size that I had. I didn't notice any, I haven't tried any eye creams that I noticed an instant result in terms of changing my skin or changing fine lines or my actual darkness on my skin. But what this did do is it brightened. It just had like a light reflecting property, I felt like, and it was kind of slightly pink toned. So I just felt like when I would put it on, it would brighten my under eye area, and it would kind of boost the brightening effect of whatever concealer then that I put on over it. So it was more for cosmetic purposes that I liked it rather than actually changing my skin, although I'm sure it does that too. But I then looked into repurchasing it. I can't remember where I got that sample. It must have been in a goodie bag or something, because I didn't buy it. But it does have 4.6 stars out of 5 from 78 reviews. Now this is again on their Dermalogica website, but you know, that is a bunch of people that do love it. You get 0.5 fluid ounces or 15 mils. So it's an eye cream, so it's small, but it is €50.55. And for something that I just want, just as a cosmetic purpose, just to brighten up under the eye, that seems like a lot. So that's why I had DIY in brackets, because I want to see if I can make up just a little concoction of my own. And the brand Simple do an eye cream that I like because it's more moisturising. I had a reaction to an eyeshadow once. It was Buck from the Urban Decay Naked palette, and it happened to me twice because on 2 occasions I didn't use a primer. So that is why I always recommend using an eye primer. And with an eye primer, it's perfectly fine on me, but there were 2 occasions that I reacted to it. And this was a while ago now, but I believe I kind of got like a red rash in my crease just where I'd used that shade. And then it started to go really, really dry. So I was looking for an eye cream that was just moisturising. There were plenty of eye creams that were all about anti-aging and wrinkle defying and all this kind of thing. And I just wanted a moisturiser that was good to use on the eye area. And then I found the eye cream by Simple, which basically just did that, and I used that and it worked a treat. So I want to try just use an eye cream that's simple, simple from Simple, like that, and maybe mix in a little bit of like a pink toned concealer and a little bit of like a highlighter, like a High Beam from Benefit highlighter, and try and make up a little bit of a concoction to moisturise that area and also to brighten it. So really that should probably be on my to-do list rather than my to-buy list, although I have to get the Simple cream. But again, if you know of any products that are more affordable and that do that kind of thing, let me know. So that is my skincare portion of my makeup wish list, and then I have 5 primers. So the first one is one that was recommended by Nikki Tutorials a good while ago now, but I just have never gotten around to testing it, which is the Nivea Shave Balm. So this is a men's shave balm. I believe it's the sensitive one, or I could be wrong with that, but I believe it's the sensitive one that Nikki tried as a makeup primer and found that it worked really, really well. And this is just €4.93 on the Boots website, and that's on sale. It was $7.39. So it's super affordable, and it's kind of like a makeup hack that was brought to the attention of a lot of people by Nikki Tutorials. And just going off the Boots website, I just scrolled down to some of the reviews, and there was one there that said, great as a primer. I actually bought this as a makeup primer for my daughter, works better than high priced versions designed for women. And that review got 15 helpful thumbs ups. So I guess a lot of people are looking at this as a primer. So again, a lot of people have tried that out by now, but I just haven't gotten around to it. So I need to do that. And it's not expensive. And if it doesn't work for me, I can just give it to my boyfriend. The next primer that I have on my list is the Dr. Brandt Pores No More. I originally heard about this from Nicole Guerrero. She liked, at the time, I'm not sure about her primer preferences at the moment. This was maybe like a year or 2 ago. At the time, she was always using pore minimizing primers, and she'd gone through a few. For a while she really liked the Benefit Porefessional, which I do like, and then she said that she found this one and it was even better. So that's when it first went on my wish list, and then I believe Nikki Tutorials talked about it in, again, I think a favourites video, and she said that she loved it. And then just today I was watching a video from Laura Lee while I was getting ready for filming, and she was talking about products for oil controlling. And she raved about this in terms of how mattifying it was and that it had really helped combat oil throughout the day. So that's 2 different features that would really benefit me, and that's 3 different people that have absolutely raved about that. I respect their opinion. So going off the Dr. Brandt website itself, it is $45. So again, it's something that's kind of hard to get over here. So it claims to minimize pores, absorb oil and mattify. I guess they're kind of the same thing. It says it's an instantly mattifying primer and pore refiner in one. It's a miracle base that creates the ideal skin canvas for long-lasting makeup. The velvety formula absorbs excess oil, minimises the look of pores, blurs fine lines and imperfections, and is beautifully melt-proof no matter how high the humidity. And it also says it can be worn alone for a nude look or under makeup. So even in its description, it sounds amazing. So that is something that I should probably invest in because it has been on my list for so long, and that it really sounds like a magical primer for my skin anyway. The third primer that I have on the list is the Urban Decay Velvetizer. So this is a powder that you can use as a primer, a foundation mixer, or a setting powder. Now this first went onto my list when I saw Tati's video testing this out. She used it, I believe, as a mixer in her foundation, and she found that it really helped to mattify her foundation and gave her more coverage, I think. So she absolutely loved it. Now I did see the Talika test this out, and on one side she used it to mix in with her foundation, and on the other she used it, I think, just as a setting powder. But she didn't really love it as a mixer. I think she said that it might have even taken away some coverage, that it just made it thicker, the consistency thicker, and it just didn't sit really great on her skin. But she did love it as a setting powder, that it made her skin really, really smooth. So they were kind of combating reviews, but they did both have pros to them. And it's also just a really interesting product, and not something I've seen much of from other brands. So going off the Urban Decay UK website, it is £24. Why did I go off this and not Debenhams? Let's see how much it is in euro. Okay, so I don't see this on the Debenhams website. So I'm wondering if maybe this is something that you can't get in Ireland at the moment. So just going off the UK website, it's £24. It has 4.6 star rating out of 82 reviews. But again, this is the Urban Decay website. And the description of it is: instantly velvetize your foundation with the Velvetizer translucent mix in medium. Simply mix a dime size amount of this product into naked skin liquid makeup. So they're kind of recommending it with their own foundations to create an extra velvety feel, a beautiful matte finish and added coverage. So I'm just really interested in it, that you can use it to like transform your foundations. And its claims definitely suit my skin and my preferences in that it's mattifying and claims to add coverage. So yeah, I'll have to find out if I can get that in Ireland or if I'll have to order it in. So the fourth primer on my list is the Benefit Porefessional Matte Rescue. So is the mattifying version of the Porefessional primer, which I do already like, but it's geared more towards oily skin, which is me. And I put this on my list because Sharon Farrell had mentioned that it was her, at the time, which I think was just earlier in the year, was her go-to primer. And she has oily skin like me, so I immediately wrote it down. So going off the Benefit website, it is €31. It has just over 4 stars out of 31 reviews. It claims to instantly minimize pore appearance. The lightweight water-based gel overpowers shine and absorbs excess surface oil, leaving a natural looking matte finish. Skin feels smooth and refreshed, and it contains diamond powder, known for its soft focus pore blurring effect. So again, it's €31 and you get 50 mils or 1.6 fluid ounces. So I think I will buy that soon because I have run out of my actual Porefessional. So instead of repurchasing that, I think I'll try this one. And then the fifth and final product in my primer section, as well as for this video, is the Hylamide Matte 12 primer. And this was recommended by the Talika. This was the primer that she used in conjunction with that Urban Decay Rehab makeup moisturizer. So she used that Urban Decay product as her moisturizer, and then she used this as her primer, and she said that those two had really helped to combat oil for her skin. So this is actually sold on ASOS. That's the site that I'm looking at here. It's €31.08, a very precise price, and you get 30 mils in that. So that is 1 fluid ounce. So it is a matte serum. It claims to mattify and perfect the skin. It's lightweight and non-drying. It leaves an incredibly soft finish to the skin. It's free from potentially irritating substances like talc, starch and chalk. It's suitable for all skin types including dry skin. And on most skin types, the effect of the product will last until rinsed for up to 12 hours. However, for very oily skin types, an additional application throughout the day may be needed. Okay, so you can apply over makeup as well, I guess. So yeah, that might be a contender with the Porefessionali Matte Rescue for my next primer. Or I might wait until I get that Urban Decay Rehab makeup prep so that I can actually try the combination that was recommended by Taylor. So yeah, that brings us to the end of my primer and skincare wish list. As I said, definitely let me know if you've tried any of these products or if you have any recommendations that I should add to this list for my skin type. Again, this is the first video in the series, but I will link a playlist down below of the makeup wish lists so that as I'm adding to them, they'll all be in that playlist. So thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you did enjoy, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. That just lets me know that you like this kind of video and it lets me know to make more and it just helps me out. And if you haven't already and if you'd like to, you can subscribe to see more videos from me. So that is it from me for today. Thank you so much for watching again and I will see you on the next one. Bye guys. Hyaluronic acid serum. Same with